I've learned more in the last 2 weeks than I had in the entire school year.
Interacting with an actual tenured professor on a one-on-one basis or within a group setting, that has absolutely been fascinating. I've been overwhelmed with the information that I've received.
The whole concept of arguing and disagreeing, it really opens your eyes to a new sense of perception and just lets you realize the sheer magnitude of the differences of thoughts between everybody else.
The goal of the Summer Humanities Institute is to bring high school students who are particularly interested in the humanities to Stanford for 3 weeks so that they can experience what a humanities class and what humanities research is like at a top university.
This is a lot different from my high school history class. From my notes being PowerPoint slides to a class with a college professor where we sit at a lecture for almost an hour and then we discuss that lecture with her and then we come back after lunch and discuss it for another hour and a half. So it's so much more in-depth.
Here, the information definitely builds and it's a lot more complex. There's multiple different layers. And there's also a lot more discussion, which I think facilitates people learning a lot better.
You don't read to take a test. You don't read to show that you can memorize things. You read so that you can discuss with your peers what you think about the reading.
One of our hopes was to expose students to big ideas, enduring ideas about democracy, revolution, social change, to the tools that the humanities have to help us think through those sorts of questions.
Taking into perspective that I'm not a humanities student, I have never come into contact with these kinds of ideas.
Beyond the information that I've learned from the very high, intense readings that we've encountered, I've also learned new ways of thinking about various ideas, kind of looking at it from this perspective from maybe another student bringing it up, or maybe the professor proposes a new way of thinking about the reading that I didn't think about before.
Everyone who's here is focused on the same thing and really just on one topic. The students aren't scattered between courses. We just had this wonderful opportunity to sit together for 3 weeks and think about a single exciting topic in the humanities.
There's nothing like meeting enthusiastic high school students who are passionate about learning. And so coming together to find a community of scholars and faculty interested in the same kinds of questions that they were interested in, they were just visibly vibrating with enthusiasm.
I have never studied for 6 hours a day before, and now I'm doing that about 5 days a week.
Studying is very important here, but we definitely have extracurricular activities. I remember my very first day, we organized 15 people and played ultimate frisbee, and the next night, even on our first reading, we organized even more games. You get to know people in your house very, very well outside of talking about revolutions and Thomas Jefferson.
It's essential that students have a strong basis, a strong background in the humanities to help them whatever they do.
Undergraduate education is more than narrowly pre-professional, but beyond that, the humanities are a path to any possible career an undergraduate might take.
As far as learning and school goes, this institute, it's just given me basically a preview of what the next 4 years of my life after high school are going to be.
It's a really great experience. It's a small group, so you can really get to know everybody in the program. And the discussions are just nothing you've ever experienced. I mean, nothing I've ever experienced. And now I can say that I like studying.
I think the Summer Humanities Institute, it's been an incredible experience for me, both academically, extracurricular-wise, and the students I've met. It's a fantastic experience. I recommend it for anybody who is ready for the challenge and for a whole lot of fun.